All right, that was Union Defence Minister Rajnath Singh speaking there on the occasion of Kargil Vijay Divas. Meanwhile, in further breaking updates coming in, more than 7.05 lakh people have been hit by floods across 9 districts of Assam. The situation has now, though, shown signs of improvement. A day later, with 6,54,800 still affected by the deluge in Charideo, Dibrugarh, Golaghat, Jorhat, Nargaon and Sivasagar districts. Nibir Deka joins us for more on this story. Nibir, the situation is better today. What can you tell us about what's happening on ground in Assam? Nibir, are you able to hear me? Okay, I think we're having some connection issues with our reporter there. More breaking news meanwhile coming in. Now, devastating visuals emerging from Assam. We can see a family on top of a house trying to escape the deluge. Till now, the death toll stands at 66. So these are the big developments we are tracking for you this hour. You can see these visuals coming in from Assam. They show you, of course, the situation on ground. A family is on top of a house. They're trying to escape the flood waters. They're trying to escape the deluge. You can see there a number of members of that family on the terrace of their house, on the roof, trying to escape the floodwaters. Rumi Mishra joins us for more on this story. Rumi, many pictures are emerging from Assam showing the situation on ground. These fresh pictures that we're putting out on our screens. Talk us through them.
Yes, so there so far at least 66 people have been killed in Assam floods. Now we can see those visuals on our screens where people are trying to save themselves from what has occurred. These low-lying areas are the worst affected in Assam after flash floods, of course, wreaked havoc in the state. Remember, areas like, in fact, the Guwahati were not that affected. However, there were several instances of waterlogging. They were also covered there. Here in the on your screens, you can see petrol pumps also being, of course, they have been stopped functioning. Boats are being used, in fact, by the locals for movement in Assam, and people have been trying to get rescued from their roofs. The Assam government, remember, and in tandem with the central government as well, they have been trying rescue efforts. They've been delivering food packets as well. But these materials are not, according to reports, reaching the people over there as much as they should. So the effects of these flood situations in Assam and the entire northeast, for that matter, are wide and are being widely reported. Yes.
All right, more breaking updates coming in this hour. Stay with us. Sivasagar is the worst hit district with nearly 2.9 lakh people reeling under the deluge, followed by 1.9 lakh people in Charideo and more than 1.3 lakh people in Jorhat. Nibir Deka is with us on this story. Nibir, which are the worst hit districts of Assam currently?
Absolutely, Sivasagar and Charideo district have been the worst affected districts out of the several districts in Upper Assam which has faced the onslaught of floods. And if you go by the numbers, it is only yesterday when 100% of the people were able to be contacted in these two districts. Earlier, 20 to 30% of the people were still disconnected from receiving any sort of government help, and that has been the situation in these two districts because it also borders the Nagaland state, and where excessive rainfall was observed from July 18 to July 20, which has led to this unprecedented situation being one of the reasons. And further, there is an all-out attempt by the government as well as several agencies, social organizations and NGOs to provide temporary relief to these people who are stranded due to the floods. And for now, the water is still there, but once the water subsides, because it has not been raining since morning, the people will have to go back to their homes, and the houses are already damaged and destroyed. Many houses have, seen water coming as far as its ceiling. So it's totally destroyed, and the next course of action will be the rehabilitation. A ministerial team from the center has come here and to assess the situation. There will also be a damage assessment report being done by both the state government as well as the central government. and then only we will be able to know the exact amount of damages. But what we know for sure is that more than 62 people have died so far, more than 11 lakh were affected, and several thousands of people are staying in the relief camps, providing, causing a total disruption in their lifestyle.
Okay, more breaking updates, in fact, also coming in now. Heavy monsoon rains and severe flooding in Assam have severely impacted local wildlife. The visuals from the ground show many animals drowning in the deluge. This particular visual shows a hippo. So many animals also, many wildlife also facing the brunt of the flood waters, Nibir. Nibir, can you hear me? Okay, I think we've lost him there. Let's go back to Rumi, who continues to be with us as well. Rumi, we are seeing in these visuals now, hippo is in fact drowning in the water. So the local wildlife, the animals there also being affected by the flood waters, Rumi.
Yes, Uday, very aptly put right there. We have those visuals on our screens as well. A lot of wildlife has been affected due to these floods that have wreaked havoc in Assam. Remember, our reporter Nibir Dekha just mentioned that more than 62 people have been killed, but the death toll of these animals is not accounted for, obviously, so far. However, officials are trying to rescue as many animals and wildlife as possible, especially considering how geologically and ecologically important these animals are to the entire zone. Around 7 lakh people, on the other hand, remain affected due to this flood situation, and among those 7 lakh as well, animals are not accounted for. So if we all collate all these living beings that are completely affected by the massive floods, you see those visuals as well. The hippo's head has been covered because of the floods. The number of the living beings affected would definitely be crossing 10 lakhs, which is definitely a very, very huge number.
All right. Further breaking developments, in fact, now also coming in. Visuals emerging from the ground where animal corpses can be seen. The landscape is completely